Hello, my friends. Welcome to I Learn English, your go to channel for mastering the English language. My name is Wasim, and today we're taking our verb series to the next level. In this video, you'll find a list of 60 advanced English verbs that will take your language skills to new heights. These verbs are not your average, everyday words. They are the hidden gems of the English language that can make a huge impact on your communication skills if you master them. So get ready to challenge yourself and learn some new words that you can put into practice right away. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future lessons. And let's get started. Integrate. For example, the company plans to integrate its various departments to increase efficiency. Interfere. She interfered in the argument between her friends. Intervene. The mediator intervened in the dispute to find a solution. Intrigue. The mystery novel intrigued the reader from start to finish. Investigate. The detective investigated the scene of the crime. Isolate. For example, the patient was isolated to prevent the spread of the virus. Exalt. For example, the fans exulted after their team won the championship. Lament. She lamented the loss of her beloved pet. Levitate. For example, the magician made the assistant levitate in front of the audience. Linger. For example, the guests lingered at the party even after it was over. Locate. For example, the search team located the missing hikers in the wilderness. Lurk. For example, the predator lurked in the shadows, waiting for its prey. Mediate. For example, the mediator helped to mediate the dispute between the two countries. Migrate. For example, the birds migrated to warmer climates for the winters. Mitigate. The government implemented measures to mitigate the effects of the recession. Mobilize. For example, the government mobilized its army to defend against the enemy. Modify. For example, the engineer modified the design of the bridge to make it stronger. Mourn. For example, the family mourned the death of their loved one. Navigate. For example, the sailor navigated the ship through the dangerous waters. Negotiate. For example, the two sides negotiated a peace treaty to end the war. Provide. For example, the government provided food and shelter for the homeless. Pursue. For example, the detective pursued the suspect for several blocks. Question. For example, the reporter questioned the witness about the accident. Raise. For example, she raised her hand to ask a question. Reach. For example, the climbers finally reached the summit of the mountain. Receive. For example, she received a gift from her parents on her birthday. Recognize. For example, he finally recognized her after many years. Recommend. For example, the doctor recommended a healthy diet and exercise. Reduce. For example, the company reduced its carbon emissions to protect the environment. Reflect. For example, she took a moment to reflect on her life's decisions. Reject. For example, the editor rejected the writer's manuscript. Rejoice. For example, the villagers rejoiced at the news of peace. Relate. For example, she related her story to the audience. Release. For example, the animal was released back into its natural habitat. Remain. For example, the mystery remains unsolved. Remember. For example, she will always remember her first love. Remind. For example, he reminded her to take her medicine. Remove. For example, they removed the broken tree from the road. Repair. For example, the mechanic repaired the damaged car. Replace. For example, they replaced the old furniture with new pieces. Represent. For example, the lawyer represented the client in court. Require. For example, the job requires a high level of skills and experience. Research. For example, the scientists conducted research on the cure for the disease. Reside. For example, the royal family resides in the palace. Respond. For example, he responded to the invitation promptly. Restore. For example, the workers restored the damaged painting. Retain. For example, she retained her sense of humor despite the difficulties. Retrieve. For example, the dog retrieved the ball from the water. Return. For example, she returned to her hometown after many years abroad. Reveal. For example, the investigation revealed the truth about the crime. Reward. For example, the company rewarded for information on the theft. Rise. For example, the sun rises in the east. Risk. For example, she risked and invested in the new business. Roam. For example, the tourists roamed the city, exploring its sights. Rule. For example, the king ruled the kingdom with fairness and justice. Admonish. For example, the teacher admonished the students for not paying attention in class. Contend. For example, the two teams will contend for the championship trophy. Endorse. For example, the company endorsed the new marketing campaign. Gratify. For example, the birthday gift gratified the boy. Seek. For example, she sought advice from her friends on what to do next. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. Remember, the key to mastering these verbs is practice, so make sure to put them into use as much as you can. And don't forget to like and subscribe to iLearn English for more tips and tricks on improving your English. We'd love to hear from you, so leave us a comment and let us know how you're doing. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.